My name is Kelvin Heard, I am a healer, and this is Angela Donovan, a leading spiritual mentor. We live very much in a time where people, see on the television, the media, celebrity culture and fame. And I really wonder what that actually really means to people.
When we go back to the start of movies and the Hollywood movies as they were at the early time, people thought of them on a pedestal of being the most amazing and always looked up to them and wanted to look like them and wanted to be like them. So of course when TV took over, this effect came into its own and became more and more with singers and stars, and people did become starstruck. I mean, I as a child, I used to go to the studio and watch, because my aunt was in production, which was very rare then because females weren't, and so I had a very good observation post of watching how everybody was swooning and watching and wanting to be like them or dressed like them. And so of course this has gone on and on and on. And of course then we forget the next generation and the next generation, who are all wanting to be, as you say, wanting the fame and the fortune and want the glamour and really think they are the reality that's been created. Again, it's all an illusion. So of course you've got everybody's feeling they're looking up to these desperate role models. They want, the desperation's in them, that they're looking for their own ID. And this really goes back to my book talking about this and the fact that people and the kids want to be famous, want to have their 15 minutes of fame or more, and feel they can. But of course the more this happens, the more they're living this non-reality and lose themselves in it. And TV is just TV. As a lot of my TV friends say, well, it's entertainment only. That's no excuse, because that's everybody passing the buck and not being responsible.
Absolutely.
And also say that it's not our fault, that it's like this. But of course, it's been used and abused again.
The big question is, does fame really bring happiness and contentment?
That's, as many as I do. And I believe that happiness, fulfillment and contentment cannot come outside yourself.
Absolutely.
So all this is going on as a non-reality outside ourselves. And in truth, what has been lost, and is certainly not taught in schools, is that it's all in here within ourselves. I love myself. I am the power. And I'm not talking in a nasty way, I'm talking in a wonderful way of love. And being able to share that out there. And if that was shared, we would be so much better off.
Absolutely.
And what I do believe is that this is what we'll get back to. As I say, if we have a crashing time with all the satellites going down for a while, it would give everybody a time to actually look around and realise who they are, what they are. I don't see how they are going to find that out otherwise. So we've got all these people who put themselves up with their egos as, I am. And I'm sure you've met as many as I have. Bless them all. But they've lost themselves and they need more work doing on them spiritually than perhaps other people do.
I think you bring in, that important point. There's this moment of stardom and I am famous. And then there's that terrible moment of, I'm lost. Where are my friends? Where's everyone gone? I'm now in a different world of people who are all believing their own egos, they are so wonderful. Yet, it is, as you rightly say, a total illusion. So
it would be all right, I think, if it was really done with a lot of love within, to be able to share that out there. And why some put up as spiritual leaders do have this field, and we're talking about this life field again outside,
absolutely.
Which they can share
and
know how to increase. But again, celebrities can do that in a warped way if we're not careful.
But as you rightly say, though, it's not just about celebrities of film or the music industry. Anyone can be a celebrity, from a spiritual leader, as you rightly say, and then can so easily bring a wrong message to humanity. Warped.
Or
Precisely.
be warped by others who use them.
Yeah.
And there are strings being pulled. That is so true. And this is again why we need to learn to be in observer mode and to watch what's going on and not to take it all on board. It's too easy to believe that, you know, he can save us. Dalai Lama.
Yeah.
You know, who can be taken in and used to create an artificial world
absolutely.
Again. And this isn't at all nice.
No, it's not.
There are some celebrities who have, through what they've been through, wanted to come round to a more spiritual way of being. And if they dare speak out too strongly on that, they're not out there anymore.
No.
So we've got a wonderful media situation, which is controlled again.
Yeah.
And again, the strings are being pulled.
Yeah.
So somebody's laughing all the way, and it's not nice.
No. And I think, as you say, there's so many cracks in that system of abuse, corruption. The system cannot survive because now everybody is turning in on everybody else.
All right, so what's making them turn in as well?
Well, that's a good question. I think it comes back, they're very lost. They're searching for something. They're not sure what they're looking for.
Again, because they haven't found themselves.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So there needs to be, you know, as we've said before, they need to find that purpose. And what we're talking about here is something beyond the physical. We're talking about our spirit. We're talking about love, peace, all those wonderful things that in fact humanity and this world actually has a right to survive and work as that.
We don't want to live through others.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm thinking of while you're talking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we've got to live actually through ourselves.
Yeah.
And put that out there.
Yeah.
And we've got to stop living through others. And of course this goes back to advertising, this goes back to all that's out there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And if we can find ourselves and start looking in at ourselves, we can then start to make a change.
How do you think people go about making those first steps to finding themselves?
Truly, they've got to begin thinking about who am I? What am I? Why am I here? Why did I come here?
Yeah.
And also as a recognition that there is more.
Yeah.
There is a spirit that came into the body and will come out of the body.
Yeah.
I think those who think that it's just we're in a body and then there's blackness and that's it. So you take.
Yeah.
You take with greed.
Yeah.
It's a great challenge, and this is the fun of it all. It's not actually in truth of what I believe it's about.